Yo, GM. What's good, friends? Welcome to Hidden Secrets Revealed Live. Today on Hidden Secrets Revealed Live, Warren Buffett has erroneous presumptions about Bitcoin. HSRL is a production of Safe New Media. Who this is for? And listen to me very closely because this may or may not be you. This is for self-actualizers, agents of progress, if you will, making the most of their lives. This micro podcast live stream is not for you, sweetheart. No, if you take yourself too seriously, no, we're going to have to ask you to go over to Facebook or something. I don't know, but just don't. Thanks. If you are a seeker, let me be your guide to discover divine and fundamental truth for yourself. Let me help you increase the quality and effectiveness of your life by revealing to you the hidden secrets of the universe. But this show is specifically for those who are seeking new perspectives, fresh ideas, and a willingness to explore new possibilities. My intention is to help you stay ahead of the curve and make the most out of emerging opportunities. You may be aware that there are many in our community who may want to apply my unique perspective to their own businesses in developing new products and services. Tell me what you think I can do to help you in the private Telegram chat. I know some people don't like Telegram, but I do. I hate Discord. There's a private Telegram chat, access via guild.xyz/deep tribe. You can also send me a DM on Twitter. Thanks for watching today. All right. Today on HSRL, at this year's annual Berkshire Hathaway shareholder meeting, Warren Buffett dismissed Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as usurping the US dollar. That indicates his presumptions about Bitcoin are erroneous. Bitcoin was not designed to replace the US dollar, but to provide an alternative asset class which has no central point of failure like fiat currency does. Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are often misunderstood as a direct competitor to traditional currencies like the US dollar, but that's nonsense. The underlying technology of these digital assets, specifically blockchain, is what sets them apart from previous ways of transacting. Satoshi Nakamoto's Bitcoin white paper proposes a solution to the double spending problem using a peer-to-peer network and decentralized ledger. Prior to the invention of blockchain, there was no way to verify transactions without a third party. Thereby, autonomy in financial transactions was impossible. Unlike fiat currencies, which are subject to government control and always suffer from inflation and debasement, Bitcoin can't be debased. Instead of being issued by a central bank, it operates on a global network of computers that no single entity can control. No single government or institution has control over Bitcoin, but the Federal Reserve has complete control over the dollar. Who do you trust more? The Federal Reserve or a neutral code that requires consensus to operate and can't be manipulated by bankers? Bitcoin provides the ability for people to transact without the need for a trusted intermediary. This effectively cuts out middlemen such as banks, which are third parties who take your money. Did you know that as of 26th, 2020, the Federal Reserve reduced the reserve requirement ratio from 10% to 0% across all deposit tiers. Yeah, that means before the pandemic, our US banking system was only required to hold 10% of your dollar in order to lend out 90% to other customers. Now, banks are required to hold 0% of your dollars and loan out 100% of your dollars in their in their bank to other customers based on the dollar amount of net transaction accounts held on deposit at the institution. Historically, the reserve requirement rate ranged from 0 to 10%. After the pandemic, depository institutions that were required to maintain deposits in a reserve bank account to satisfy reserve requirements are no longer required to do so and can use the additional liquidity to lend to individuals and businesses. What I'm going to say next, what I'm going to tell you next, is hard to believe. So correct me if I'm wrong. I welcome it. You can make fun of me on Twitter. You can retweet this. If you retweet this and you're making fun of me, and you leave a comment, as long as it's funny, I don't care. Go for it. But retweet this, tell somebody, and correct me if I'm wrong if I get this wrong, because I'm just a curious person. I just want to know this stuff. I do this live stream for fun, 10 minutes, Monday through Friday. It's for fun. So as I was saying, effectively, if you have a bank account in the United States, that bank is allowed to take your money and loan out all of it. What do you get in return? According to the Federal Reserve website, there are currently no plans to reinstate the reserve requirement. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying the Federal Reserve or US banks in general are corrupt in any way. Also, amidst all the FUD about the collapse of the US dollar, there is still no viable contender, not even BRICS, nor is CBDC, central bank digital currency, in America going to be introduced in the immediate. It's not. Eventually, someday, there will be another world reserve currency after USD, right? Maybe in 100 years, possibly in 15 or 20 years. But anything can happen between now and then. My point is that Warren Buffett, as wise as he is, comes from an era in which he has nothing to gain by investing in new technology besides Apple. Apple Computer is the most the most profitable company. It's the biggest thing in their portfolio, in Berkshire Hathaway portfolio, is Apple. Okay, but besides that, with all due respect, Warren Buffett will die before the US dollar dies. Warren Buffett suffers from a logical fallacy known as black and white fallacy, or a false dilemma, in which he's mistaken that Bitcoin is either a replacement for the dollar or not. The reality is that after 1971, when the dollar unpegged from gold, it became fiat money, which was great. The result was that hard assets became more valuable. As buying power of the US dollar decreases, the value of gold, real estate, and similar assets increase. Digital assets are a new asset class, and Bitcoin is hard money. This is not about replacing the dollar. This is about sovereignty. Hidden Secrets Revealed Live is a production of Safe New Media, unconventional, diversified, global digital media company devoted to the practice, administration, and dissemination of the ideologies of its founder, moi, yours truly. And guess what? It is totally not a cult, you guys. It's not. But if it was a cult, and I'm not saying that it is, you can now join our cult a whole lot easier. Go to the official website of this show, safenewmedia.com/HSRL. Watch this episode or previous episodes and get access to our community. It's not a cult, it's a community. There's a difference. A cult wants you to stay poor and isolate yourself. I want you to get rich and go out there and help other people get rich. So it's not a cult, you guys. I recommend getting into the private Telegram. So I started a thing called the Deep Tribe. I kind of created like an access pass. I created one for on the Polygon chain to get into my Lens, my music that I have on Lens there. I'll tell you about it in a second. But what I'm getting at is talk to me through the Deep Tribe chat. The plan is for our community. Put it up, put it back up. Yeah. There you go. Okay, the plan is for our community to share with each other the systems, processes, and workflows we are successfully using in order to help each other grow. So ask any questions about today's show in the private chat. Team up with me to bring about serious advancement for each other. Thank you for making this the most popular live stream at this hour of its nature, broadcasting live on Twitter right now. Therefore, it is the most popular live stream podcast talking about Warren Buffett and Bitcoin at the same time right now. Therefore, without you guys, it would not be fun anymore. But you guys make this the greatest live stream podcast called Hidden Secrets Revealed Live ever. Thank you. So I'm going to end today's episode with, we can take down Mr. Buffett. Thank you, Mr. Buffett. I'm going to end today's episode with the new song that I have out with Grimes AI. It's so I have music that is you can hear my previous music for free on Spotify. For it's free. You can hear for free on Spotify. Previous records called Surplus. And you can go to safenewmedia.com/singles for details on this one. This is the new collab I have with Grimes AI. I'll play for you in a sec. You can download the full song at bonfire.xyz/safenewmedia. Okay, so what I'm going to play for you now, go to my pinned tweet to get this. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a link in the description to get this. And thanks. Welcome to my new subscribers on YouTube. I appreciate you guys. I'm also going live on LinkedIn. I will circle back with you guys and find synergy with my business friends on LinkedIn later. I'm also going live on Twitter. So see my pinned tweet there on Twitter for this song that I will play for you right now as we close out today's episode. Thanks for watching. Happy Friday. Shabbat Shalom to my Jews. This has been an amazing, phenomenal episode of Hidden Secrets Revealed Live. And I leave you with my song called, what's it called again? I totally forgot. It's called, Automatic Self, featuring Grimes AI. This is just a snippet. You can download the full song. Collect this snippet, right? It's 60 minutes long. Collect that, and you can get the full song for free. You can download it for free at bonfire.xyz/safenewmedia. All right. Any questions? Ask me on Twitter or get into the Telegram there. All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. I have spoken. Okay, so I'm going to shut up, play this for you.
Chains begin with personal responsibility.